So we managed to make it through 2012 without the world ending, so we were able to stuff our faces with turkey and open presents, which for me included these glasses, which I felt compelled to wear for this video, and a selection of games. I did this last year, albeit in text format, so I thought, why not do it again this year, in audio-visual format. So this is my top 10 games of 2012. I know what you're thinking. Probably that I'm too old to be playing Animal Crossing, but some of you might be thinking, but Nathan, Animal Crossing doesn't come out until next year. And you'd be right, for us. In Japan the game's already out, and even though I haven't played it, judging from trailers and previews, the game looks fantastic. And I'm going to say this right here, right now. When I get this game and I feel that it doesn't deserve to be on this list, I will throw another cup of water in my own face. No, scratch that, a bucket of water. I'm confident that this game is going to be amazing, but the fact that it's not out here yet leaves it at number 10. Now, this is another one that you may think breaks the rules, but it's my list, so shut up. Sonic Adventure 2 got a re-release this year on the Xbox Live Marketplace and PlayStation Network. It's still as brilliant as it was before, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who gets a nostalgia overdose from playing it. The only reason this is at number 9 is the fact that it wasn't originally released this year. Otherwise, it'd probably be in the top 3. If you're not happy with this entry, then please feel free to keep it to yourself. It's my list, I'll put whatever I want on it. I haven't had much experience with the Resident Evil franchise. I've played 5 and Revelations, and they didn't really leave a good impression on me. But 6 was amazing, and definitely the best out of the 3. One thing I didn't like about the previously mentioned games is that you can't move while aiming your weapon. 6 took that away, and while it may annoy old school fans, I love it. It's not so much that I enjoyed this game, it's more the fact that I can't deny it is a good game. No other game that I've played creates an atmosphere like this. The game is genuinely terrifying, and all you do is go around the wood collecting pages while a bloke in a suit follows you. It's got to be a good game to make that scary. Having played every Professor Layton game to date, you'd have thought I'd have started to get bored with the franchise now, but no, Miracle Mask continues the level of fun we've come to expect, with a new immersive story and of course brand spanking new puzzles, though the 3D models really don't suit the game. If you've played any previous LEGO game, you know the formula. There can be from 3 to 6 different stories, with about 6 missions in each, and you play them until you've completed each one. LEGO Batman 2 takes a different approach. A very different approach. Now we have one massive story, and even voice acting, but the best thing is the free roam, blasting through Gotham in the Batmobile. This has got to be one of the best LEGO games yet. Transformers haven't exactly had the best treatment over the past few years. The Michael Bay films were okay at best, and the game tie-ins were okay as well. But Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron is an incredibly well made game and an essential for Transformers fans. It took what was good about the first game, pretty much everything, and added new features, such as Grimlock. Who doesn't love Grimlock? A giant robot dinosaur? Oh, Pokemon. I said this about Black and White, and I'll say it again for this. Essentially, you're just playing the same game released in 1999, for us at least. But the fact that each game continues to be fun is quite an achievement. Each game brings something new to the table, and not just another batch of the buggers. While it's sad to say I've grown up, sort of, so I don't think I'll ever be able to feel the same as when I first played Pokemon Yellow. It actually felt as though you were embarking on an epic adventure, but I'm going on for a bit of a tangent here, and I could ramble on for hours. The long and short of it is, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, the first time Game Freak have made the direct sequel, continues the level of gameplay we've come to expect from the franchise, and with the series evolving this year, I look forward to seeing what happens next. I'll admit it, when I first played this game, I complained. I complained about the customization, I complained about the multiplayer menus, I complained about some elements of the multiplayer itself, and I complained about the fact that you can't save campaign or Spartan films. I mean, I'm even working on a short with all these complaints in it. But the game is brilliant. The gameplay is some of the best we've had in the franchise, and Spartan Ops beats Firefight for me any day. Before Minecraft was released to the Xbox 360, I had very little experience with it. The only experience I had was through watching Yogcast videos. However, when it was released, I instantly fell in love. I swear I have not spent as much time on a game since the days of the Game Boy Color and Pokemon Gold. I spent hours on this, constructing houses and walls and even a Batcave sort of thing. I don't know. While it is a very cut down version compared to the PC at the moment, it's still extremely fun and addicting. But only with friends. When it comes to Minecraft, the most I can build is a plain square wood house, so I need friends to give me projects. So, those are my top 10 games for 2012. But now we come to something special. We've talked about the best games of the year, but what about the worst? There's only one game I want to talk about, and boy do I have some things to say about it. Now, before I get into this, I just want to say, Sonic 4 Episode 2 is definitely not a poorly made game. It's definitely not as bad as the abomination that was Sonic 06. It's just that it could have and should have been a lot better. All of the problems in Episode 1 were nearly inexcusable because of both the Advance and Rush/Colour series, but I can forgive them as this was the first time that they tried something like this on a console. But after the feedback from Episode 1 and seeing what we've done in Generations, there is no excuse for this piece of... The music is terrible, which for a Sonic game is incredibly rare. There are only 2 tracks in the entire game that I like. Half of the gimmicks are uninspired and repetitive, the bosses are boring, the game just sucks.